the benefits of achieving orgasm, because if you were to look at the human sexual response as far as sexuality is concerned, we start off, with a sexual desire. And all of us, every one of us, start off with a sexual desire, and towards the end, it leads up to reaching climax, and that's where you reach orgasm. And as for a man, you will reach erection and then ejaculation. And of course, following that, there will be resolution. Now, as to some of the benefits in terms of achieving orgasm, it comes with multiple, whether it's physical or psychological. Basically, from the physical point of view, it sort of helps you to release your stress, and that's why sometimes if you have a very strong urge, for instance, we would normally advise you to go out for a game of tennis, to go for swimming, just release it, all right? Because, there's bound to have sexual urges, sexual tension in all of us. So one way of releasing it, apart from, having orgasm.
Dryness are more common in postmenopausal women. Even though it is said in the slide just now, it also can be found postnatal in stress situation, but the reasons are different. In postmenopausal women lose the estrogen. The ovaries stop working, so they don't produce estrogen. And estrogen, when you lose estrogen in postmenopausal, your vagina gets thinned out, then you do not produce enough lubricant, especially enough fluid, especially during sexual intercourse, if the foreplay is very short. So it's different. So vaginal dryness is more common in postmenopausal women, is what I said correctly there. But it's also common in postpartum, which is postnatal, or in stress. But the reason is not the same. Because in this situation, there's enough estrogen. Why is it they still have vaginal dryness during sexual intercourse? That's where what you said just now, when women said, I have a headache, darling, so I'm not interested tonight. But the guy said, no, because sexual response in male and female are different. Male, they're more orgasm orientated. Female are more satisfaction, pleasure orientated. So you may not be in it, but being a good wife, you participating, you become not a willing participant, so you become stressful in that sexual encounter, and you have vaginal dryness. So it's slightly different.
I think it's easier for me to speak for why Malaysian women would perceive themselves as being conservative, rather because I don't think I came from a point of view where I was perceiving Malaysian women to be conservative. The ironic thing is, so I mentioned we're now in 12 countries, and in every single country we've gone into, the initial response has been, this is a much more conservative country than we're used to, what you're used to. So in the UK, they would say, look, we're not France. In France, they would say, look, we're not the UK, or we're not Sweden. So everybody perceives themselves as being more conservative than anybody else. And what we've found by doing these surveys is there are many more similarities between countries than there are differences. And most ironic of all, there's only one country so far where we cannot get our product sold in public, and that's Sweden. And everywhere else we travel and say, yeah, but you're Swedes, you're from a very liberal, and you say, well, that's just not true. And I think the reason is Swedes are very concerned about how others perceive them. They're very nervous about gossip or people